Yeah, we had to switch locations because it started raining and we don't got no umbrella, so we just came up the street to the rain spot. All right, to continue on with the lesson. But read what you got again, Doc.
This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint."
Yeah, that same red pottage. It wasn't even done, man. Okay? Basically, it was deer meat, and it wasn't even done yet, man. And he wanted to sink his teeth into that bloody meat. Give me Leviticus 17 and 10. See what we got there. See if we can pull out of Leviticus 17 and 10.
This is Leviticus chapter 17, verse 10. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people.
So when you deal with that word strangers right there, they're dealing with an Israelite, okay? For you people don't get confused, because you've been thinking it's talking about the other nations. Nah, it's talking about Israelites. But it just goes to show you, as an Israelite, you're not supposed to be eating bloody meat. Half done, man. Give me Jeremiah 10. Give me Jeremiah 10 and 1, Kazak. And hold what you got over there in Leviticus 17 and 10. Jeremiah 17 and 1. I mean Jeremiah 10. I said Jeremiah 17 and 1. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Triple. I was thinking about Leviticus. It was like 17. 10 and 1. Yeah, Jeremiah 10 and 1. Just read the first verse and that's it.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which YAHAWASHI speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Go ahead.
Thus said YAHAWASHI, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Don't teach to your kids or uphold them, so you don't eat bloody meat. Read Leviticus 17 and 10 again.
This is Leviticus chapter 17, verse 10. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers,
meaning you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And that strangers dealing with an Israelite. Go ahead.
that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from amongst his people.
Point blank period. So go back to when Esau asked for that bloody meat.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint.
Yeah, so he wanted that bloody meat, man. You know, because he felt like he was about to die, man. Esau had no patience, okay? And he had no faith in YAHAWASHI that Jacob was going to finish cooking that meat, man. He wanted it right then and there, man. Quick, fast, and hurry, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Fast food.
Fast food.
Therefore was his name called Edom.
Therefore was his name called Edom. Okay? And dealing with the word Edom in the Hebrew is Adawam, which means red. That's what it means. Okay? That's how you say it in the Hebrew, Adawam, which means red. Okay? Not Adama. Okay? It's Adawam. Adama is how you say Adam, okay? Which it goes into the ground, earth and soil, okay? That's what Adam means. That's how you say it in the Hebrew, Adama. But how you say Edom in the Hebrew is Adawam, which means red. And Esau, how you say it in the Hebrew, is YAHAWAH, meaning wasted away as he. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
So Jacob is already like, look, sell me your birthright. You know what I'm saying? He playing on Esau in his weak state and playing on his emotions, and Jacob like, shh, I might sell me them birthrights. You know what I'm saying? He already supplanted. You know what I'm saying? Sell me your birthrights. You know what I'm saying? You want this meat? Sell me your birthright. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die.
So he had no faith in YAHAWASHI that the Most High was going to sustain him and keep him from dying, man. No faith at all, man. Go ahead.
And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
All right, we're going to look up the word prophet right there, man. He looked at the birthright that he was going to get the inheritance and serve the Heavenly Father and His Son in the future, man. He said, what does this profit me? I'd rather eat that red meat. Okay? So we're going to look up the word prophet right there. What you got? That Esau said.
It's Strong's H 1062. YAHAWAH.
YAHAWAH? Okay.
It's birthright.
You got primogeniture, right of the firstborn. So he looked at that. When you deal with that word prophet right there, let me make sure you look. Make sure you hit the word prophet right there.
I double check.
Yeah.
My hand is stiff. What prophet shall this birthright?
Well, it's dealing with the birthright. Look up the word prophet in the etymology. Yeah, it goes into the birthright. When you look up that when you try to find out what the word prophet means, it goes into the birthright, and it basically means the rights of the firstborn. So Esau, at that particular time, as he's talking, he had the birthrights of the firstborn. He had the rights to get all the inheritance, right? He had the rights to get all the inheritance and to serve the Heavenly Father and His Son. But here it is, he want that meat. It says, no. I want profit.
Oh, prophecy.
Yes. Yeah. Income, benefits. Okay, so he looked at that. He said, now I got it in my water. Just read it from the water. You got it. Benefits. That's what profit means, a benefit. Okay? What you got?
Okay,
No. What? No. Scripture.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Right. The birthright is dealing with the inheritance, okay, of the Father and to serve the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's the birthright, man. Okay? So he said, Esau, continue on.
Verse 32. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?
So Esau sit there and look at the birthright as if it was nothing, and he was looking at it like, look, this not gonna, you know what I'm saying, this ain't gonna benefit me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to die, I need that food. I need that fast food right there. You know? I need that, bloody and all. And they tell you Leviticus 17:10 not to do that. Esau didn't care. He was already being rebellious, man. He had no faith, looked at the Most High as if he couldn't sustain him. None of that. He didn't depend on the Heavenly Father at that particular time. Okay? He was impatient and all that. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
He sold his birthright unto Jacob, man. Boom! He looked at the birthright as if it was nothing, and he said, how is this going to benefit me? He wanted that food more than the birthright. Give me Hebrews 12:16. He wanted that birthright. I mean, he wanted that meat, that food, that deer meat, okay, that wasn't even cooked all the way. And he looked at the Heavenly Father birthright, okay, that goes to the firstborn as if it was nothing, man, as if it was not even beneficial, man. That's the characteristics of Esau, man. Esau don't care nothing about the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. That's why when you read Psalm 50 and 16, he says, what does a wicked, matter of fact, we're going to read it. Read what you got in what I call for.
Hebrews 12 and 16.
Come.
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16.
This is Psalm 50 and 16.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Profane meaning unholy, okay? Outside of the temple. Go ahead.
As Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
That's what we're reading about, man. How he sold his birthright for that meat, man. One morsel of meat sold his birthright. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Man, he was howling, whining, man. That's Esau, man. Hey, you the one sold them birthrights, man. You know, the Most High put the Spirit on you, okay, to be more concerned about that meat than the birthright. Stupid. It was set up in the Spirit, man. Give me Psalms 50 and 16.
This is Psalms chapter 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High said, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Yeah, and these Edomites will come up and say, oh, I can't be saved and get mad. No, you out of there. You don't understand the scriptures. You out of there, man. You gave your birthright a long time ago, man, and you broke the brotherly covenant. Pursuant to Amos 1 and 9, man. You out of there. Go ahead.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
Should take thy covenant in thy mouth, man. You out of there. You Edomites are done, man. We in a time of your downfall and your destruction, man. All right, go back to Genesis.
This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 33. And Jacob said, Swear to me this day, and he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Then he sold it unto Jacob, man. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of
Lentils.
lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
He despised his birthright. So let's look up that word despise, man. Okay? He said, what is his birthright profit me? How is it beneficial? And then on top of that, the scriptures say Esau despised his birthright. For what? One morsel of meat. I mean, a morsel of meat. So like a morsel of meat, man. So he ate bloody meat and bread, man. I bet that blood was oozing off that bread, man. Esau was biting into it. Look, nasty, man. Loving it, man. And that's why when you ask them how you like your steak, they'll say medium rare. Them the characteristics, man. That's these Edomites, man. Okay, despised.
This is Strong's H 959.
Strong's H 959.
Huzzah.
To despise, hold in contempt, disdain.
Disdain.
To despise, regard with contempt. To be despised, to be
Wow. Worthless.
worthless.
Man, he looked at the birthright as worthless, man. Esau looked at the birthright as worthless, man. That's why we call you the devil, and that's why the Most High hates you. Hot. Point blank, period. You despise, man, the birthright that the Heavenly Father set up, okay, for the firstborn. You looked at it as if it was worthless. Man, what? What you got, y'all?
Despise in the online etymology. Yuck. Exclamation of disgust.
That's one of them. And get the despise down there.
To look at.
Hit on.
Despise. Look down upon, scorn, disdain, treat with contempt.
Yeah, to look down upon, to treat with contempt, to look at as if it was worthless. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
No patience and zero faith.
And zero faith, no patience, zero faith, wanted that bloody meat, and despised what the Heavenly Father set up for the firstborn as if it was worthless. Hey, man, that's why the Most High hates you devils, man. But you mad, going back to Psalms, the second chapter, that the Most High is raising us up, and you mad that the Most High is going to fulfill his promise that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you're going to try to fight the Most High because of that. Man, these devils these devils are crazy, man. They out of their mind, man. But guess what? 2/3 of Israel love them. But they don't know the Most High hate them.
Because they're on rulership, that they're blessed.
Yeah, they looking at them. They looking at them like the brother said. They looking at them because they in rulership, looking at it as if they're blessed, but they not, man. They not, man. When you understand these scriptures, man, this Bible condemns Esau, man. He out of there. Okay, so that was the end of that chapter. Go to Genesis 27. Go to Genesis 27, and we're gonna go to the blessings of when Jacob went to Isaac. Genesis 27. Let me see what you read. start at you can start at first verse. Start at the first verse, 27, the first verse. Let Kazak read it.
This Genesis 21 and 1.
You ain't got no hand? You got some hand warmers over there? Op?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Genesis 21 and 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he not see, he called Esau his eldest son.
So it was a beautiful thing how the Most High set it up to where Isaac couldn't even see no more, man. Okay? He had blinded Isaac. He had done that, man. For a purpose, man. Okay? He had done that for a purpose, man. And what did it say right there? His eldest son. And what do we read in Genesis, the 25th chapter? The elder shall serve the younger. See that? Go ahead.
And said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here am I.
Go ahead.
And he said, behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take I pray thee thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison.
So see, Esau was good with that bow and arrow, man. You see? He was good with it, man. That's why he told him, man. Like I said, man, back in the ancient world, man, you had to know how to hunt, man, in order to live, man. Okay? In order to survive, man. Go ahead.
And make me savory meat such as I love.
Go ahead.
And bring it to me that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die.
You know, you think Isaac ate bloody meat? Nah. That's Esau going off, man. Isaac didn't eat no bloody meat. Go ahead.
And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau.
So you got Rebekah ear hustling. See that? You got the Most High put the spirit on Rebekah to ear hustle to see what's going on. Go ahead.
Read that again. Genesis 27 and 5. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau, his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it.
Go ahead.
And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me some venison and make me savory meat,
Go ahead.
that I may eat and bless thee before YAHAWASHI before my death.
Go ahead.
Now therefore, my son, obey my voice, according to that I may command thee. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth.
Yeah. So Rebekah finna whip it up for Isaac.
She didn't get down and
She finna whip it up real quick for Isaac. Because she overheard, she was ear hustling, and she heard what Isaac was about to do for Esau. But guess what? Rebekah loved Jacob, and it was set up in the spirit. So Rebekah on her job, and she said, look, listen to me, Jacob. You do this. Okay? Go ahead.
and thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death.
Go ahead.
And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man.
Oh, it said, now going back over there to Genesis, the 25th chapter, okay, when Esau growed up, because it gave you the characteristic, it said he was hairy and red like a garment. Okay? Now, going back into the ancient world, they used to dye them garments red. Okay? So, it gave you the pigment of Esau, and then when Esau growed up, guess what he was? Hairy. See? It gave you the characteristics of Esau. Okay? Go ahead.
And I am a smooth man.
Yeah, Jacob wasn't hairy like that. Okay? Go ahead.
My father, peradventure, will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver.
Yeah, so Isaac, since he couldn't see, guess what he gonna do? Touch. Okay? So he gonna use his other senses. Go ahead.
And I shall bring a curse upon me.
Yeah, he gonna get a curse, man. And you know what happened with a curse? Bodily harm, man, destruction. Okay, go ahead.
And not a blessing.
And not a blessing. Go ahead.
And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse.
Yeah, so if Jacob would have got found out, the curse would have fell on his mother. Okay? They were willing to do that through the spirit. It was all set up, man. Okay? Go ahead.
My son, only obey my voice.
That's what she said. My son, only obey my voice, because the spirit was on him. To tell him. Go ahead.
And go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother.
Go ahead.
And his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved.
Go ahead.
And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son, Esau, which were with her in the house,
Go ahead.
and put them upon Jacob, her younger son.
Okay, pay attention now. For you people that's just now learning this truth and searching for understanding. Okay, go ahead.
And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands.
So she laid that hairy goat skin up on Jacob. Okay, go ahead.
And upon the smooth of his neck.
Upon the smooth of his neck. So she wrapped it up. She wrapped it around him, man, on his hands, his neck. You know what I'm saying? She fixed him up. Okay, go ahead.
And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob.
Go ahead.
And he came unto his father and said, My father. And he said, Here I am. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me.
Go ahead.
And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because YAHAWASHI, thy power, brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son, Esau, or not.
So here it is. Isaac couldn't see because it tell you in the first verse, right? So he's about to use his other senses to see if that's really Esau. But you got to remember, his mama laced him up with that goat skin. Okay, go ahead.
And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father.
Oh yeah, we had to move because it was raining. I don't know if I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we had to move because it was raining. Go ahead.
And he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob's voice.
Yeah, so he knew, man. He knew. He was like, man, you sound like Jacob. You know how Pops is. Pops is looking.
Oh, God, he
you
knows.
try to slide up under me? You know? Go ahead.
But the hands are the hands of Esau.
But the hands are the hands of Esau. So he like, man, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? He like, all right, I might be tripping, but come on. You know what I'm saying? The Most High put the spirit on Isaac to continue on. Go ahead.
And he discerned him not,
And he discerned him not, man. Okay? Go ahead.
because his hands were hairy.
And you gotta remember, Isaac was blind, man. Who did that? Who did that to Isaac, man? The Most High, man. Go ahead.
As his brother Esau's hands, so he blessed him.
He blessed him. Go ahead.
And he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank.
Go
And,
ahead.
and his father Isaac said unto him, come near now, and kiss me, my son.
Yeah, so he's still trying to